Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here to do a reading that's a little unique compared to what I normally do. It's going to be mostly about the super moon we're getting. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of energy. You may already be feeling this energy. That's why I wanted to get ahead of the reading and do it a little bit before that super moon energy is fully with us. It's going to be the harvest moon. It is a full moon eclipse in the sign of Pisces, so that can be, a very intuitive sign. It's very a lot of water. So it's going to be, Pisces is, the moon does rule Pisces. So it's going to be extra intense. I'm not an astrologer. I'm not going to even pretend to be one on TV. So, um, so I'm consulting some other resources here, like my astrology almanac and a horoscope book. And, I read online a little bit and I've been listening to readings here on YouTube. And so I'm just going to share some things that have come up as far as some key cosmic dates in September. So as you may know, we have Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus all in retrograde. Okay. And so it's been pretty intense. You may have had a lot of personal breakthroughs, a lot of a time of self-reflection. Okay. This is all, a feature with some retrogrades here. Um, there's you may have felt sort of a fresh start feeling kind of energy towards the beginning of the month when we had that new moon in Virgo on the 3rd, and that's a good time to set intentions, make some changes. It's not too late to do that. You don't have to just do it during a new moon. There was Mars entering Cancer, and this could have been a very intense, sort of passionate. Um, it's because it's emotional. Mars into Cancer, that's going to be very emotional. It's allowing yourself to kind of feel everything, but not wallowing in those emotions. All right. We've been getting a lot of Five of Cups lately in the readings too, and I just feel there is that sort of that could be related to that whole to Mars entering into Cancer. Virgo entering into Mercury entered Virgo on the 9th, and that was like that, get it done kind of energy. I myself have felt that even a little beforehand. The checking off the to-do list and having multiple calendars going and that sort of thing, and just trying to really stay organized. Um, I feel, let's see. All right. So then the full moon eclipse in Pisces, super full moon eclipse. It's going to be very, very powerful insight into our biggest, bravest dreams. Of course, then we're going to have, and that's going to be on the 18th, 17th for some. And then we're going to have, Libra season beginning on the 22nd, or as well as the first day of the fall, so the autumn equinox. And then Venus is going to enter Scorpio on the 23rd. So that's like, that could be really good for love. And just make sure you're taking care of your heart and of your feelings, and you're expressing all of your feelings in a way that makes sense for you. You don't have to broadcast to everybody. But this is you could there could be a big reveal during this super moon. It's the corn moon eclipse in Pisces. It's themes of closure, healing, dreams. Okay, this is sort of a watch. It's like watch and wait's usually a good idea during an eclipse, and this super moon, the harvest moon, it's really no exception. You may want to pay close attention to what comes up with you during this time. Signs, synchronicities, sudden realizations, dreams, they can all really mean something. You want to kind of, maybe write it down, jot it down, and just kind of like allowing it all in. So that could be a theme. And then there's just a lot of magic, a lot of like mystical magic. That's Pisces, right? The mysticism here. So I'll be pulling cards for each sign, each moon sign. Okay, and I know some of you are here because you do have a moon in Libra, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use a lot of my moon decks. I hope that was helpful to share some of the cosmic insight. Again, as I said, I can't take credit for that. A lot of that was from the Astrology Almanac 2024 by Emma Howarth, Howarth. All right. Okay. You have confidence is key to your success. This is new moon in Leo. Okay, Libra. What else do we have? New moon in Leo. I feel like deep breaths, breathing can offer a lot of whatever you can do to calm yourself, to ground yourself. Okay. Maybe I'm picking up on someone finally settling in for the evening as they watch this reading. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Your strength, your confidence is a superpower this month, actually. I'm going to be doing your October reading next week. That'll post. Nothing will come of this situation. It's a void of course, Moon. So if you've been worried about something, that could be a message that we don't have to worry about something. It's what's going to happen is going to happen, and sort of just like put that worry to rest. But also, it could mean that you may be involved in something now, and you're not sure if it's going anywhere. That could be a sign right there for you that maybe it's not really going anywhere. But you know yourself best. Please remember, these are general readings, okay? They're not meant to be personal, but there are some very specific messages some of you may randomly get. My messages are always randomly specific, right? Communication is key. I knew this would come in. It's been coming in as a theme for readings. This is new moon in Gemini. So you're getting a lot of new moons and a lot of, there's just a lot of darkness here in these cards. A lot of dark sky, and there we have another new moon in Capricorn. So hard work paying off here. All right, and then we have a new romantic cycle begins for new moon in Libra. All right, so yeah, this is all right. So we have some cards here, and there's something here too about stepping out of your comfort zone. And for some of you, you may have stepped way out of your comfort zone. Okay, so that's just another message coming in here for this. Let's see what else we get. Let's go right into the tarot. Actually, you know what? I think I want to use. I think I want to use another deck here. Let's use the Mystic Money Moon Oracle by Britta Bowman. All right, what do we have? Messages for the greatest highest good of Libra Collective, Libra and all. By the way, I did start a second channel. Feel free to check that out, please. It's Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages, where I read for all 12 signs. I upload every Saturday morning, at least for now anyway, for all signs. Then I pull cards at the end for each specific zodiac sign. But then I also am posting shorts as well as at least weekly readings for a zodiac sign. So I've already completed Scorpio, Gemini, Sag, Virgo, someone else too, maybe Capricorn. Yeah. So feel free to check those out. I did this because you requested it. Or some of you did anyway. It's called, if I didn't say, it's Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages. And so the handle is at Schoolhouse Intuition. Okay. So this is the moon Dia. Okay. So this is the power statement here is, money is energy. Abundant wealth is an expression of my divine nature. Money being just another form of energy exchange, right? So this is about receiving from source, from the divine. And some of you may have, like there's a block, for example, about accepting money for energy work, or like if you're in some sort of healing work, or you're doing something that you absolutely love and it used to be a passion project and now you're realizing you can actually make money. Some of you may actually be feeling sort of I don't know, it's kind of like a weird thing to get over. I had to go through it myself, and still I feel funny sometimes accepting money for doing something that I feel is highly spiritual and is a spiritual gift. But we, baseball players, they get paid for their gifts, right? Everybody gets their talents, skills, abilities. That's what's rewarded, and the way we reward is through money. So it's about not feeling as though money is bad or dirty or anything like that. So like hard earned, honest income, I should say. All right, so we have Europa. This is another moon. So this is a deck that has all the moons. There are so many different moons in the entire universe, right? We may only see ours, but there are so many others. This is also the shadow belief with this moon is that people only want you for your money. And so this is about a full moon harvest manifestation. That is in fact what we have coming up on us here. That's why we're doing this reading. This power statement is, I am naturally magnetic to money, love, and all things my heart desires. I love and respect myself. And as I always say, you set your price, metaphorically, you set your worth, your value, and you're the one who decides that. And in a way, that's how we show people how to treat us is, not accepting less than best. All right, that's been another message that's been coming in lately. So we have, yeah, all these lovely moon cards. I can't get over that out of all these cards, I pulled five and you have four new moons: Gemini, Leo, Capricorn, Libra. And then we have this, the void, of course, moon in a very dark sky, but it is a full moon, looks like. All right, so what do we have here? This is the Elemental Wisdom Tarot by Tarateca Studios. So if I don't list decks, they're in the description, or they're not in the description box. I'll say them here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm getting something about someone's appetite. Okay, so something going on there. Something appetite. Um, Loss of appetite, maybe not sleeping. So make sure you really, take care of yourself. You're taking care of ourselves. I know the insomnia is a real thing for some of us during these full moons, and the eclipse energy is really intense. And with all the things going into retrograde and all that, we just have a lot going on planetarily. Now, I love seeing the High Priestess here. If there's a card other than the moon that's about the moon, this is the High Priest. It's the High Priestess, right? So it's a lovely deck. Yeah, so really, yeah, using your own intuition to make things grow. This is about you actually gaining your harvest. This card in particular has a lot to do with harvest, even though it is the High Priestess. You know, Farmers know, just like the High Priestess knows, that everything comes in cycles, right? You're going to have seasons for things. So this is about sort of kind of being open to all things that are coming in, all seasons, all cycles, and realizing that it's all temporary, not getting too hung up on anything. And you have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So you have all kinds of watery energy here, lots of watery. So you could be getting a love message during this time. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could certainly be, though, for those looking, especially because we pulled that new moon in Libra for a romantic cycle. So I do feel, especially like I said, because we had, I think it was Mars into Cancer or Cancer. Yeah. Just that kind of, like love is in the air. Oh, sorry about the glare. Love being in the air again. And also, let's see, what else did it say? There was a steamy Scorpio. We're approaching that, as far as on the 23rd, like, with love, Venus entering Scorpio. It's like falling in love with love, even for some of us. But it's kind of about taking that leap, so, but again, it's like just make sure you're taking care of yourself here. Okay, you're not doing things out of love that aren't to your benefit. It's, don't we don't want to be like, what am I trying to say? All right, spit it out. Let's see. We don't want to be doing things that are in jeopardizing our health in any way just because we love somebody else, right? So we want to, it's one thing to be there for somebody, but it's another thing to be a doormat, right? We don't want to be a doormat. All right. Okay, so, oh, all right. Okay. So there's a message here about somebody. It's like, there's a trust issue here, for some. There's a person that you may not trust. You may be a little weary of. Trust your feelings on this. Okay. Yeah, there's something here about, there's also sort of like a watchful energy. You may feel as though someone's like watching you, that sort of thing. You may feel, just like that feeling of being watched. I don't know how else to describe it. It's sort of like a kind of feeling. Um, hmm. I'm not trying. It's not, and not to be scary or anything, but just, yeah, make sure that you are taking precautions and you've got your accounts locked and your home locked and your vehicle and all that. Mm, you're going to get to the bottom of something that's been kind of lingering here. Okay, with this super moon, yeah, you're gonna, things are going to be brought out into the light here. We're going to get a glimpse behind the veil too, so to speak, as far for a lot of things, metaphorically and genuinely. So yeah, and this could have to do with organization structures. There's going to be some sort of big reveal. I'm also getting something about magnetism, okay, too. So there's just a lot of uh, I'm getting this like atmospheric pressure too, coming in, and it's just sort of, I am feeling a bit of tension. Okay, so there is a little bit of that too in the air. I've got Taurus energy here. Um, acid reflux could be a thing for some of you too. I'm picking up on that, but I'm also getting something about like you have your having your sight set on something, and then but then and like letting your guard down only to sort of like meet some sort of obstacle for some. Okay, so there's that coming in too. But remember, you write the book, you write the whole book. This is just a page. Whatever this is, it's just a page. Yeah, it's just a page, right? No, but whatever it is, it's just a page in this book. Okay, and you're able to see beyond that. So no's can become yeses. That's been a theme for you for, I think, the whole summer even. um, there's you're unlocking some sort of wisdom here. It could be spiritual, universal. I feel as though, yeah, the veil is very thin between worlds here. Make sure you're doing things to protect yourself, especially when engaging in acts of divination, etc. And make sure that you're following the intuition of your own soul, because you know things too. Um, this could also, I am getting something about, well, it won't necessarily have to be right on the supermoon, but there is sort of this indication of, I just heard political unrest, some sort of upset, unrest, something unraveling, something maybe being revealed, something being uncovered, discovered, or just something surprising to us. Okay, so there could be something going on there. I wouldn't at all be surprised. All right, what else do we have? Oh, it's interesting because it's a super moon, yet there's this contrast of the dark. So you may actually be having, well, it also is completion. It's like a cycle's ending. Okay, one cycle is definitely ending and starting another. I mean, that's what the full moon is, right? And then it starts all over with the new moon, and we're in that darkness again. So there could just be something here about you feeling as though you're between worlds, or you're being pulled in different directions, or your emotions or hormones or whatever could be like kind of up and down and all around. So there's that. I heard something about patience being key. Let's flip the card. A new start is coming. And there you have a new moon again. This is incredible. This is really, you're getting a new moon for this super moon. You're getting a new start here, a new beginning. All right. And that's kind of like overseeing this whole reading for us. All right. And on the top of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands. But make sure, again, that you're setting boundaries and guarding your energy. And don't be surprised if people want some of what you've got. This could mean you're looking extra attractive. You're, maybe a little more, there's a little more flirtation in the air or something coming in around some of you. And it may take you off guard. Now, the other thing with this is it's like not being sidetracked. Don't let anything in your path sidetrack you away from your goal. And just because you can't, just because we don't always see the moon, like during a new moon, doesn't mean it isn't there. Just because you can't access something right now, or even with your intuition right now, call upon your guides. It's still available to you. Sometimes we aren't meant to know. Sometimes we don't have the key to unlock a certain door for a particular reason at that time. For a lot of you, though, it is going to be coming in. Look at this Wheel of Fortune. All right, Wheel of Fortune coming in. And this is again, that's like your luck, your destiny. What's meant to be yours will be yours. All right, nothing can get in the way of your destiny here. If you're destined to own that house, it's going to happen. If you're destined to work with animals, it's going to happen. Like, this is, you feel those feelings deep down about your life purpose for a reason. So make sure you are positioning yourself in a way that when the opportunity comes in for you, you're prepared and you can actually take that key and unlock that door. Okay, because you are going to be getting some sort of key. For some of you, you're literally getting a key. All right. I don't know if it's even I just heard like keychain or a pendant or something. Maybe maybe the key is going to be sort of present in your life. You're going to see it like after this reading, or you're going to just found a key, or you've lost a key. There's something about a key. All right. The name a key could be something too. All right. Let's see what else we have. The Hermit. So Virgo energy here, and what do you know? We're Virgo season still. So some of you may be wanting to go with them. I do have a message. I have a message coming in again. Communication. You're getting some sort of communication during this time that could really change things. And I don't know if this is personal or global, but it is coming in, and it is connected to your overall life purpose, your star, your wish fulfillment. That is what is going on with that lantern with the Hermit. All right. And this is like, and I love that it's going to be right underneath this Hierophant card, because it's like, you are the wisdom you seek. It's within you. You have it. You already have it. There's something here. I'm getting brother energy, protective brother energy, or father, some sort of figure, an older male to you. Okay. So that's coming in. Birds, they're connected to birds, possibly. I'm even getting a robin. Again, you're getting a new beginning. This can also be crow, again, tying back to communication being key. Be very mindful of how you communicate with yourself, to yourself, and with others, even. And Ten of Swords, okay, or sorry, Four of Swords. So this is again a very reflective energy. Okay, some of you are going to want to feel like you just need time to reflect, and that's a great thing to do. Actually, this time of year, we're getting cozier. Things are a little less out of the home. Things are turning back into the home. You may be getting organized. You may be finishing up or beginning some new home projects. But this is certainly taking that time to meditate, to allow yourself to dream, and to get clear on whatever it is that you still need answers to. All right. Now, it could be, like I said, calling upon your guides. It's calling upon your higher self. The name Howard just came in. So, and Margaret, Harriet. So there's a cross. Okay. So there's that. You may actually have someone's cross, rosary beads, that sort of thing. That's coming in. I heard Marshall too, by the way, just right now. So I'm getting the year 1981 as well. 81, or someone's 81 or 19. Okay, so oh wow, there it is, that new beginning. All right, so there's something here too. I am getting something about your health. Okay, so I'm not an expert in any means by that. This is just, me reading tarot cards to you, right? In this given time, and it's not a personal reading. It's all general. But I do want to let you know that some of you, you're getting a new lease on life health wise. You're starting something, or you're encouraged to start something. Healthier eating, healthier habits. Something's coming in here with that. Your new start for some of you. Another message coming in is it's bothering somebody else. That is a them problem, right? That's a they problem, not a you problem. Some of you may be wondering about going back or U-turn. We have strength. Okay, so while you may have compassion for someone or something, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get back together with Leo energy. But there's nothing wrong with having some compassion for the situation. But I do see that forgiveness is going to help you. Forgiveness, and it actually is going to set you free. All right, choosing to forgive is going to make your heart lighter. There's something here too about sticking to, like, what you know is good enough. You know what you know. It could be intuitively, it could be based on your own experience in other ways, but that's going to have to be good enough for people. Okay, you don't have anything to prove to anybody. So Leo energy here, Virgo energy, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus. Of course, we have a lot of others here too. We have air energy, fire, water. We, interestingly enough, the only we don't have any pentacles, but we do have earth sign energy here with Taurus and Virgo. Let's see. I'm getting something about someone taking their time, dilly-dallying. Let's see. There's going to be news on that. There is news on the home front. There's a word coming in here. I am feeling that strongly. And the lights just blinked here, so that's an indication for me as well. Um, um, Again, there's something about like your worth not necessarily being tied to money. Okay, so that keeps coming in for you this year. There's something about maybe a retreat, an annual retreat, or an annual conference or something. I just heard take the plunge, go. If you can go and you want to go, right? You live this life one time. Okay, we may have other lives depending on your beliefs here, but you live this one once. So that's why it's important, to take. I just heard take heed and take hold. So if you have this great advice you give people, take your own advice. If you're the one telling people, hey, you should do it, oh, go have fun, maybe you need to give yourself that as well. Give yourself that allowance to go forward. Some of you, yes, take that trip, travel. Some of you, there's a heavy connection to the animal kingdom here. I'm getting that. There's also something here about rhetorical questions. So I don't know if you're like with somebody who's like, they always answer rhetorical questions or something, or they ask you a lot of rhetorical questions. I don't know. That's for some reason it's coming in. Okay. And the whole thing with the rhetorical question is it doesn't really need an answer, right? So some of you may be asking questions that you actually don't need an answer. You already have it. There's something really here about you communicating with your gods, goddesses, the universe, the powers that be, and yourself, and having sort of this collaboration between all of you. Okay. Intuitive power is really heightened during this super moon. All right. Um, let me see. Let's see what else. Um, as I always say, I just heard the journey's just begun for some of you, but that doesn't mean you're 10. It means that there's there's a stepping stone right now. All right. So sometimes life things come in and we can stumble and fall or whatever. Like as they can be things can be stepping stones or stumbling blocks, and I feel as though something that may have been a stumbling block for you, something difficult, is now a stepping stone for you to reach these new heights. It is tied into your ascension, directly tied into your ascension. You may find your clairaudience is, or other clairs are heightened at this time. Some of you may be tempted to play an instrument, or maybe you do play an instrument. There's guitar pick. You may have somebody's guitar pick, or you may have like an autograph. There's something here about in a guitar pick. You have it. I don't know if you carry it in your wallet or something, but there's a message coming in there. So I do receive messages from the other side, as many of you who already know me and subscribe know. All right. So randomly specific. Um, let's see. There was a name earlier. I was getting a couple of names, and I'm not getting it right now. There could be like Lynette though, or Jeanette. Mm, That wasn't it though. There was a different. There was I guess it's not meant for this reading. Okay, I think it's meant for a different reading. It could be meant for your weekly. I'm not sure. But let's see what else we have. The cosmic wheels are spinning. Things are spinning in your favor. There's um, I'm actually getting a three-legged animal. So maybe one of your animals needed something amputated, a tail or a leg or something like that. If they're on the other side, this is you knowing they're saying hello. I also have somebody with a connection to Pluto. So either it's, the planet, but I'm also, when I'm saying that, I'm getting, this dog energy. So there's something about, you may have actually had a dog named Pluto, or you or your child or sibling or somebody really loved Pluto. They could be in spirit, like Disney Pluto, I guess. I just heard Waldorf as well. Um, Gwendolyn, Glenn, something. Okay, so there's big confirmation there for me. So that is somebody's message. If you like to leave a comment, I always love reading your comments. I appreciate that. Um, there's something here that's going to turn up, possibly in health. Okay, again, I'm getting something about health here. Um, I'm hearing something about somebody having a very immature reaction, a juvenile reaction. It could also be that there's a juvenile that you're dealing with that's having, sort of reactions and things. Yeah, we've got 8 of coins here. There's a hard work here. I feel like there's something here about somebody's ego, chipping away at somebody's ego, really having to learn patience. I feel as though someone could be testing your patience. This could also be work or something like that. But I'm getting that you're having to like handle somebody else's sort of moods and things like that. What else is coming in? Hmm. Messages to be received. So some of you are getting messages for sure. You're going to get some messages either cosmically or text, an important message, okay? And it can have to do with any of the things I've talked about here. There's something here about like maybe doing a stretching routine, a yoga or something like that. If yoga's not your thing, just some stretching is important. I'm getting particularly things like hips, back, neck, legs, all that. So just kind of there's something about that. There's something about balance and mobility. All right. So that could be many different things. There's something about washing and waters. Washing waters. Now, I'm not really, maybe you're cleansing in waters. Maybe as far as like a healing, you're using water to heal. Maybe you're learning how to scry with water or something. I'm getting something about midnight and midnight magic. Okay, so maybe you're doing some sort of something for this moon. Um, there's, as I always say with the Fool card, they travel lightly. Okay, they're not weighed down by the baggage, right? It's a full fresh start. This is a full fresh start for some of you. So in a way, this is like, yeah, it's for a super moon, but then it's into the new moon. Okay, because when we're gonna have, we start all over again. We're gonna have that new moon coming in, after. So let's see here. I get something about like McBride. Was there a kids movie or something? McBride, but it's also a name, obviously. I'm getting like a character too. Uh, I just heard Thumbelina in Wimbledon. So I don't know. There's a tennis connection there. Thumbelina too. It makes me think of those little what are they? The little oh, you know what I mean. It's like thimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. So I have not heard that in so many years, but the name Jack could mean something. There could be also a Simon. Okay. There's just a, again, a lot coming in. Okay. So let me see. What else do we have here? I'm looking in the astrology almanac. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, and Dean, I think that's let me see here. There's another book I want to look into, and I don't normally do this, but because it's such an intense moon, and I'm not an astrologer, I do feel that it is a good idea to sort of look into things. So this, okay, so some other things you may want to delegate chores. Okay, I'm getting that. There's something here about like avoid over tiring yourself, okay, Libra, or stretching yourself too thin. It's okay to say no. That's one reason we have that 7 of Wands here. I feel like some of you are just feeling like extra energized though. There could be something about just make sure we're not making snap decisions. Okay, that's coming in too. You don't have to make a snap decision about something actually, because this has already been well thought out. It's like you know what you want, what you need. Again, there's communication here. There's communication being key, confidence as well. And if you're feeling as though people only want you for what you can do for them, let's get a card on that. There's show the world the real you, it says. Okay, full moon in Aquarius. Show them that you're more than um, what they see maybe, but it's not even up to you to show them that. This is about you tapping into your star quality and really dedicating yourself to what it is that you want and what you see for yourself and what you see yourself doing. Some of you have really overdone it as far as caring for others. And that's, there's no criticism there. I mean, I get it, you, again, there could just be a lot of intense feelings here coming in, a lot of heightened intuition. So make sure you're trusting your gut. And there could be a spotlight on your career or your health, or just something taking a new direction. Okay, people may be looking to you for guidance as we're heading into something new here. This is also like, make sure that you're uh, like, hope for the best, plan for the worst, though, right? Like, make sure that you are almost like expect the unexpected. Okay, so make sure you're prepared. Okay, be aware of your surroundings. Let me see what else here. Yeah, there could definitely sort of be like a more focus on home projects, that sort of thing, as I said before. Now, I do want to get I'd like to get actually a Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is great. Stacey DeMarco. Love her. And I'm going to just go in here and see what we have. And the book is great. I may consult the booklet on this one. There's something, yeah, about using your resources. Use your resources, okay? Let's see. And I'm going to get a moon manifestation card for each of you for each of your moon signs. So on this one, you can watch either your sun or your moon. But whoa, this is our card, discernment, a waxing gibbous moon. Card 10. All right, let me take a look at this. So we have all phases of the moon here, kind of present, but there is that waxing gibbous. So the waxing is when the moon is growing bigger, okay, kind of like right now, we are actually, it's a waxing moon. And we are, because we're heading towards that full moon, right? So let's see, card 10, that's going to tie right back into, destiny, things like fate, destiny, that sort of thing. So this is about um, really using your discretion, using your wisdom, using your discernment. So this is about taking the time to be accurate and precise. All right. Very Virgo kind of energy, organization, details. So there could be something difficult that was hard to see or hard to watch or hard to accept or understand. But now it's going to be revealed to you. So if something was obscured, it is now going to be revealed. And look things over closely. All right. Look carefully, judge wisely. So this is about, again, sort of wisdom, perspective, hindsight. Okay. And this is about, if you're really living your life, you're going to make mistakes and wrong choices and wrong turns and all that. So all of us are going to get hurt. We might hurt others. We learn, we forget, we fall again, we get up, we grow, we change. And, being compassionate with yourself. You have that strength card. You have, also, I had something coming in about, oh, no, that was, no, it was something, what was it? All right, there was a message that came in right over here. Oh, it was the stumbling block and stepping stone. So there's something there about stumbling blocks and stepping stones, okay? And how you view things, your perspective, right? So something that may have felt like a stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. So your hardships, you may actually now inspire people, that sort of thing. So, but again, it's like because you're living your life, that's why these things happen. This is being able to spot, our own triggers and how to just like keep our focus and not allow ourselves to be triggered maybe. And this is about real discernment, making it a real priority could actually really help you see something much more clearly and really look at the fine print. By the way, if you're buying something or signing something, you could want to renegotiate something coming up, Libra. You could also find that there's just, either you're letting a contract run out or, you're just deciding if you should sign on again. There's that too. And, not necessarily taking things at face value or rushing. Okay. You want to take your time, especially with relationships here. There's, asking yourself questions and really listening to the answers being offered by your higher self, by your spiritual team, and then acting. All right, that's what growth is. So it's you have this new pattern beginning here, all right? And you may feel as though you're just gathering your details, getting all your facts, right? Still in order, okay? So yeah, there's, it's connected to yellow jasper. Some of you may be working with yellow jasper. Jasper comes in all colors. I just heard something about hardware too. That can be, I don't know if you need a new appliance or if it's computer hardware or what, but there is something coming in there. With everything going on, I wouldn't be surprised if some sort of things kind of were on the fritz. Maybe it's your washer or dryer even, because I did hear washing earlier, or dishwasher even, so that could be. Now let's go ahead and we're going to randomly pick a sign. All right. Well, I do want to get you numbers overall. Let's get you a number card and an animal card because we always do, right? And then I'll get you sign-specific cards for your moon sign. All right, what do we have? Oh my goodness. I don't know. 7777. A sign you're on the right path, okay? So this is about things manifesting quickly. And that is so true. Things are manifesting quickly with this super moon. Wow. All right. It's an end to something challenging, I feel like, for some of you. And for some of you, it could really be, again, something to do with like health or just something that's really been, I heard thorn in your side. So maybe you've used that expression. It's been a real thorn in my side. So, all right, let's see. Oh, what is this? What are these? Two, actually. So we have the lion and the zebra. And this is the second time now you have lions showing up. Actually, it's the third. So you have three lions in this reading. So this is lead with your heart, protect what matters, and fearlessly pursue your noble purpose. And next you have honor your uniqueness as a celebration of the diversity of you with zebra. You belong here. As is, okay, Libra? As is. Now, it's one thing to grow, but you're still you, right? You're still you. Now, I just heard tremendous metamorphosis. For some of you, yes, it's a tremendous metamorphosis. Let's see. I was going to get moon manifestation card. I almost wonder, I'm trying to figure out which one. So after this, I'm going to do one more thing, okay? Do like a high vibe kind of exercise here as far as like how are we going to keep our vibrations high, Let's see. So this is the Moonology manifestation card, another Yasmin Boland deck. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lay out 12 cards, and I have 12 signs. So what do we have here? Virgo. If you're Virgo moon, here's your message. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Okay, practice gratitude here. It says, all right, that's Virgo. So this could be something that you're focusing on during the moon. This is at least, advice in this reading right now. So for Capricorn, you have last quarter moon in Libra. If you're a Capricorn moon, your message is make time for self-love. If you are, put these right here. Okay. If you are a Taurus, what do you know? Full moon in Taurus. It may be time to detoxify, Taurus. Your moon sign is Taurus. If you are an Aquarius moon, your message is Pisces, last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. What do you know? And it's that it is in Pisces. So how cool is that? You're going to have an Aquarius moon. That's a really cool message. All right. If you're a Sagittarius, your message is Leo, another lion, our fourth lion, and says, go wild. I'm sure you love to hear that, Sagittarius moon. I'm actually a Sag moon. All right. Whoa. The light just came on very bright. All right. Cool. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Woo. Love it. Love the energy here. Aries. Aries moon, your message is take inspired action with a full moon in Virgo. Okay. Leo, your moon message for a moon in Leo, it's release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. So the other signs, like you could be a Leo moon and a Taurus rising and a Libra sun, that sort of thing. So that's kind of how these are going. You're going to get, a little bit of information on a couple things on these cards. Scorpio, you have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension, Scorpio. And Cancer, Cancerians have Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Look at the beautiful cherry blossoms there. Very nice. I just saw 44. Pisces moon, you have Leo, lighten up. Last quarter moon in Leo. Lighten up, Pisces. I'll take it or leave it, right? Gemini, your moon message is walk through your feelings with the last quarter moon in Aries. All right, so if your moon sign is Gemini, that's your message. Now, one more thing before we go. I want to make sure we're going to get a high vibe card. All right, so it's called High Vibe. That's the deck. It's an oracle deck. Let's see what we have. Give us a little advice here, please. Get us through this this intense time. Okay. There's a spotlight on success, I'm hearing. Oh, all right. Now the light went out. Oh, that's a big message there. Animals. What did I say? Some of you are the animal kingdom's coming in. This is not an animal deck, okay? This may be the only card that has to do with animals out of all of these cards, okay? It says animals are always at a high vibration. They're not concerned with life's details. So hold your cat or dog, talk to your bird or guinea pig, learn from them. If you don't have a pet, borrow a neighbor's. Or honestly, go out into nature if you can. No matter where you live, you can probably see or hear a bird, a bug, something. Or, maybe you're seeing videos, cheering yourself up by watching funny animal videos. I know I like to do that. Or the fun ones are the, unlikely friends. It'll be like a turtle who's best friends with a cat or something. Yep. So, um, let me see. Let's see. So you had zebra and lion. You had lion show up a lot. So that's that big cat energy. Um, grace, control, agility, heightened perception, very flexible. Flexibility is key there too. Um, right. Okay. So that's what we have there. There could be another. Let's get one more of these. I love these. Singing and toning. So singing is a great way to move energy. Oh, it's a great way to move energy and elevate your vibe. As I said, some of you may be drawn to play an instrument or sing. Can't sing? Try toning. So this is an exercise. Place the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pick a note, any note, and you don't even have to know what note it is. Just sing it. It's basically like humming slash singing. Okay, that's toning. So pitch doesn't matter. Just make a sound and move that energy. So that's that putting that vibration out there. Okay. Some of you may want to consider getting a bell that you like the sound of, or a singing bowl. That could also help sort of balance out your energy, or bring your energy. If you're feeling low, raise it up to a higher vibration. All right, so you're at a higher frequency. So that's what I have for you. Please do consider checking out Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages there. Also, I wish you the best, and I'll see you for our weekly reading on Sunday mornings. And as you know, I do post generally Tuesday, Thursday afternoons around 1ish, 1:11 or so, even 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I do thank all of the members, um, Mystic Cougar, Matt Mulcaroy, Collective, Tarot, Nancy T, Tam, and Sandy F. Thank you all for your support. And, I appreciate all of you who subscribe, who leave comments, and who like the videos. I very much appreciate that. And I'm trying to think if there's something else. I'm not trying to keep you here just for no reason, but I'm trying to think if there's I just feel like there's one more thing. You know that feeling when you get like there's one more thing. Oh, let's get a soul helper. Let's get a soul helper card. This is the soul helper oracle. One more thing. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. So the realm of truth is opening up, okay? Card 26. Card 26. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna get one more. There's something else here. I'll know it when I see it. Okay. This is the empath empowerment deck. Tame negative thinking. When negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them and shift to a larger, more compassionate perspective. All right. And all right. We're going to use another. Let's get a guardian angel card by Britta Bowman. That's how I want to close the reading. That's it. That's what we're doing. I wanted to get just some sort of angelic message. And sometimes I think the reading's over, but it's actually not. It's like if it wants to keep going, I let it. This is how I address. This is how I approach any sort of energy work, even when I was, or when I do, Reiki treatments with people. I don't just stop because it's an hour. It has to feel right. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Look at the beautiful edges on these cards. Your throne. All right, there it is. Okay, that's it. Okay, so cease seeking answers externally. Embrace accountability for your own fate. This is tying up the whole reading, Libra. All right. You are a light warrior destined to diverge from the norm. Find solace in your unique truth. That's like, that's why we were kind of getting to it. It's like this card came out and it was like, oh, okay, the realm of the truth is opening up. I was getting something about truth, yes. And telling you all along, you have the wisdom. Sometimes you don't need to know. You don't need to know the answer to some questions you're asking. It's like we just aren't meant to know sometimes. But this is all about your sovereignty and your throne. All right. And okay, oh, that's one of the names. Hutchins or Hutchinson, even Linda. Desiree is coming out too. Arnold, Nick Arnold. There's something else. Okay. All right. So those are the names. And some of you, again, you may have some really big aha moments and revelations. Okay. And make sure you take the time to use your discernment and before you decide. Okay. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much, and wishing you many blessings.